So this is about Google Colab, how you have to start the project. First of all, before starting the project, you have to import the Pandas library. As I said you, why do we use Pandas library? If I already explained before, can you tell me why do we use Pandas library?
Pandas.
Okay, how to read
It is easier to
Excel?
write the code.
No, no. How to read a Excel file? I have explained. Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
Then how we are reading an Excel file?
Oh, Panda CSP.
Yes,
Read Panda.
yes. So Pandas library, we use it to read the file. Okay. Now here, once you import Pandas library, now you can use this read CSV function to read your CSV file. Now, what this CSV file will have? This CSV file will have this data. If you open this CSV file, I'm opening right away. You can see my desktop screen, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So just wait. So you can see this is the data that in CSV file I have spam or ham mail. Okay, means if your mail is like this, then it will be ham. If it is like if it is having a word like win, lottery, that will be like a spam. Free message, like it will be like a spam. Winner, uh, then it will be like a spam. So these are the sample data. On this sample data, we're going to make our naive Bayes algorithm to learn. Means naive Bayes algorithm will going to learn this all mail, that on which mail we should classify as a ham, on which mail we should classify as a spam, and then when we're going to pass a new mail, they will going to predict it correctly. Okay, so this is about the different mail. In this mail we have almost if you check it around I think 300 to 400 mail will be there, or maybe more than that. Let's see how many mail we have. It's very big file. I think thousand of mail will be have. Or if I open it, okay, if I go till the end of the file, then almost 5000 mail I have. So that you can understand, like 5000 mail will be a good amount of mail you have. Okay, mail means your Gmail inbox mail. So once you have this mail, okay, once you have a inbox mail, what you're going to do, you will going to read the data. How will going to read the data? For that, if you are using a Google Colab, you have to use from google.colab import file. How you're going to run? First you have to import Pandas library. Then once you import, you run it. Same thing you can do it in a Jupyter Anaconda as well. In Jupyter Anaconda, you have to take this line and you have to run it from here. If you have you installed Jupyter Anaconda,
Yes.
Urmila?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. So you just have to run this line there as well. The only difference will be in Google Colab, when we have to run it, with this code, you can upload your data. Okay, you won't have to restrict every time on one file like this. As I run this, it will going to ask me to upload a file. So you can see I will going to browse the file and I will going to upload from my desktop. I will going to search it. My file is in my desktop. So this is a file, spam and filter. I will going to upload it. Once this is done 100%, it means your file is completely uploaded in the Google Colab. So you can see the percentage is changing. This step is what? This step is just to upload a file into the Google Colab so that read CSV function can read it. Why do we use this Google Colab? Google Colab will going to upload, this method will going to upload a file in a Google Colab so that with the help of read CSV function, we can read it. Now, this read CSV function, you have to pass the name of file. What is the name of file? Spam ham filter CSV. So I pass it here. Now, what is the column name this file will have? If you just check it, this file will have a two columns. That is the label, whether it is spam or ham, or this is the mail. It will have a two column. Right now we cannot see this, but we have given two label from our side. Label means your output label, that is ham or spam, and another one is your mail. Okay, that is your um, message or mail, whatever you can write it. If you want to write a mail, inbox mail, that also will work. And let's run this. So you can see it runs successfully. Now we're going to import the library. This import RE, import NLTK. What does it mean? RE is regular expression. Okay, regular expression means what? You can extract the character based on some expression. Like if I write like this, a cap operator ABC, it will going to search for a capital letter ABC till Z. If I write like this, it will going to search for a character which has start with a small lowercase, and it will going to print it. So these are called regular expression, where you are using some symbols and want to print some character. Okay, for example, if I search in the mail, cap operator, uh, like S, so it will going to give me all the character which start with S. So Priya, or like suppose with S, or like if I search with U, it will going to give Urmila, umbrella, and uproot, or anything like that from U. Similarly from B, ball, Bibek, Basan, like that. So these are you, we are using some symbol. What is this symbol? Cap operator. So regular expression means you are searching some data here. And NLTK is one library, which means natural language toolkit. So this mail is having a natural language, right? Like it can be changes. It can be English, it can be in Hindi, it can be in Nepali, it can be in Chinese. So this kind of a project will going to work on every mail. Okay, right now I'm showing you for English. You can download it Nepali email, and you can run that as well. It will going to work there as well. I mean to say that your data set will have a same label, but your label and message will be in the Nepali. Okay, means in the Nepali scripting, in Nepali language, the mail and this will be there. Okay, once you will going to implement this natural language toolkit library, it will going to start understanding the language that is present in the mail, and after that you will going to process this. So this porter stemmer will going to do what? It will going to find out all the words that are present in your mail, and then in this next for loop, I told you, right? If while explaining Python, I have explained you the loop. Do you understand loop? What do you mean by loop? While loop, do while loop, for loop?
Yeah, condition.
Yes, correct. Conditions. So in looping, you will going to repeat this step for all the mail. Now here in this code, what I'm doing, in this code, I'm just trying to find it out all the character which are starting with small letter A to Z and capital letter A to Z. Then I will going to read all the message, whether it is in lower case or upper case like this. I am NLP trainer. So NLP is in capital, trainer is in capital. Okay, but other are in small, right? So it will going to consider all the character. Once we do this step, we're going to import our, means you have to convert it into the mathematical format. This step will going to do what? Now you can see here, this step is doing what? You are converting your data into the mathematical format. Like your spam and ham will going to be represent in a 0 1 form, because 0 1 is also categorical, spam and ham is also categorical. So I told you, whenever, means if you convert your output variable in your mathematical format, right? When you're going to convert into the mathematical format, your machine learning algorithm will work much better on that. So here we are converting the same. We are doing what? Which, to which column you want to convert? label. So I use here get dummy function in pandas. Okay, pandas, there is one function get dummy that will going to convert this label value into 0 1. 0 is for spam and 1 is for ham. Okay, now what is my dependent variable? I took means all the column index 1 will be my target variable. Okay, and this count vectorizer, this all, why do we use it? So as to convert your data set into the array form. Okay, in the mathematical format, so that algorithm can read it. Then this step is just to divide your data set. That is, test side is here 0.20. It means that your training data will be 80%, test data is 20%. Now this is the step where you are calling your algorithm. Yesterday I've explained you, right? There are three type of naive Bayes algorithm. What are those? Bernoulli, multinomial, and Gaussian. We're going to call multinomial. Why? Because here we have a two categories. It's it's not restricted that you have to use only multinomial. I will going to explain you with multinomial, but I will going to give you assignment. So there, when you are going to run in your system, you just have to change this to the Gaussian NB and Bernoulli NB. Okay, rest will going to remain same. Then you are going to predict it in your output variable. So these are the value. Okay, 0 1 0 1 is coming. So 0 is for your ham, 1 is for your spam. Like that it works. Okay, then you can check the accuracy. So accuracy of my algorithm is 98%. It means that 98 time it is giving the correct result out of 100. 2 time it is giving a wrong result. So like this algorithm works. It's very simple. uh, you when you are going to do, now this is the project. Okay, when you are going to work in the industry, you have to write the code here. Then there will be one more team who will going to create a UI for this. UI means what? Front end. Let me give you one example. Just see this image. What you understand from this?
Kitchen is back end. They are
Hmm.
preparing food, and then the front end
Hmm.
where the customer will sit and see the food and test
Okay,
food.
so how you're going to relate with the code? See, the Python code, the project that we have written here now, that is your backend. That will going to work in the backside. Front end means what? The UI, the website that you can see it, you can visualize it. But for example, an app, you might be using multiple app, right, to order online food or online product. So you just order it, right? But do you just, have you ever tried to understand like how the code is working behind that app? Suppose Amazon app, you just select the item, you submit the detail, pay it. But did you ever try that how this app is working?
No,
What is the code, in which language the code is written,
no.
right? That is why it's a backend. So this code that I'm showing you, it's a backend. It's backend for whom? The final customer, those who will going to use this. Okay, so we are, as a backend developer, we write the code. Now second thing is front end. Front end means what? That customer, they can see it, like you, how you usually download your app. In iPhone, you go to the Play Store and you download it. So that is giving you visual appearance. You can download it, but you don't know how internally it works and giving you the application. So front end is like that, you can you can see it. How you book the online ticket for airline, that is your front end. But your details, means your age, your address, your contact number, your booking date, booking details, they are in the backend server. Okay, backside. API means what? API means those that help the communication between front end and back end. Okay, just like a waiter who will going to take an order from you, they will going to communicate to the backend. Backend team will prepare it, give it to them, they will going to reach out to you. So API is also one code that we usually write to make the communication between front end part and back end part successfully. Now this full stack, what do you mean by full stack? You might have seen full stack developer. Full stack developer means what? Who can do all this job together. Like this, a kind of a cab. Here, the person, he is preparing the food also, he is selling the food as well, and he is serving as well. So he's doing all the three jobs. So there are four designations in the company: backend management, backend developer, front end developer, API, and full stack. Full stack means who can do all these three jobs together. Backend, who can only write the code as I've shown you. Okay, Python, so that is for backend developer. Front end means if I create some website UI to access the backend data, that is front end developer. API means what? They also taken care by backend developer to write a code that will take communication between front end and backend successfully. And full stack developer is a position where you will going to get a chance to work on backend data as well, front end as well, API as well. So this is about the hierarchy in the company. Now, do you understand this project? How this project run? What is this Google Colab, read CSV function, NLTK library? It is natural language toolkit which can be feasible to understand any language your mail is written. Then this is the loop that will going to work for every mail. If your data set is having 5,000 mail, it will going to read every mail. Then you will going to convert into the mathematical format with this step. Then you will going to split the train data and testing data. Then you will going to call the algorithm. So tomorrow you will going to show me for Gaussian NB and Bernoulli both. Okay, for both the things on Monday you are going to show me for both. Okay, do you understand this, how the algorithm is working?
Yes, I'm.
Or
Yeah.
okay, so if I ask you like what this multinomial NB is doing here, can you explain me? Or what actually the multinomial NB?
Mm. There is spam and ham. That's why we are using multinomial because
What is the
it's to
multinomial NB here? This code, why we are using it? I have almost for 10 time I have told Bibek. I said you that whenever we have to import any algorithm, we use this line. Why you not remember these things? I've already told you multiple time. I've shown you multiple algorithm as well that we have to just change the name of the algorithm while implementing it. Please practice the code. Please practice the video. Watch the video at least. All the video completed. Okay. Uh, so see, whenever you have to implement any algorithm, you have to just change the name of algorithm here. I've already said multiple times that import random forest, decision tree, KNN, logistic regression, linear regression. And I've already told you as well that neighbors are three type: Bernoulli, binomial, Gaussian. And this algorithm, why we are using? Because this is a text classification algorithm. This thing you have to say it. If you say in the interview, because it is spam, ham, and this is like this, so you will not be able to answer clearly there. You have to answer clearly. This is the name of algorithm. We have used it because our text, we are doing text classification. Our algorithm is doing text classification between spam and ham. This is the answer that you have to give. Not like
oh,
this, that with a low confidence that this is for spam ham and all. No, I'm just telling you an example how to answer anything in the interview. If they ask you what is this multinomial, you should have tell that there are three type of naive Bayes algorithm. Multinomial we use because multinomial is used when we have a multiple category, and here we have a two categories, that is spam or ham. That's why we are using multinomial, but is not restricted. We can use Gaussian NB and Bernoulli as well. Do you understand?
yeah.
So tomorrow, will you able to run the program?
We can try.
You just have to make change here. Okay. To yesterday, I've shared the link, and did you go through that link? That multinomial algorithm, nearby's algorithm, where I explain. Did you go through that link,
I
Vivek?
didn't get chance.
Vivek.
Yes, I just watched once time.
So how many type of nearbys are there,
Three
and why do we use multinomial?
for the text classification.
Why not we use Gaussian NB and Bernoulli? They are also used for text classification. In that link, it is mentioned. Read that.
So we have two
Yes, we have a two categories here,
two categories.
and when we have a more than that, we can use this. Similarly, Gaussian NB by default we can use it, and Bernoulli when we have a multiple number of categories. Go through that link. Read that link. I'm providing the link just to read that, not for just keeping them for your future. No, go through that link after the class, what is happened, then only you will understand. You can correlate with the next class. So this code I am going to share you by night on the GitHub. Download this code and dataset. Run this code in the Google Colab. You all know in the starting I have already told how to run the Google Colab file. Everyone, are you aware?
Yeah,
Urmila, Vivek, you are aware
About what?
how
I'm
to
sorry.
upload the file in the
File
Google
in
Colab
Google
and run.
Colab.
Yeah.
Yes.
So run this code. You have to upload the file from your system wherever you are going to save this file when I will going to share you. Okay. And then you have to run this and you just have to make change here. In place of multinomial, try it for Gaussian NB and next program for Bernoulli NB and the run the same step and see what changes in the accuracy come. Okay.
so we have to remember all this code step by
Yeah.
step.
Yes. Remember the code means once you run every time, you will going to remember it. More you practice, you will remember it. The template will remain same. Like you have to import this, you have to upload a file. You just have to change the name of an algorithm and the logic that is working behind it. Logic means whether you are using for text classification, whether you are using for normal program that we have seen, but you don't have to memorize the code. Nobody can memorize it. You
So
just have
for
to
uh, so we have import regular expression RE. We need to do that for every.
know why you're going to import regular expression. Are you doing text classification there? Are you searching for a character there? Suppose
Oh,
if your case study is for predict whether customer will going to purchase an item or not. So do we going to check for any character in that data set? No.
oh, okay, okay.
So there, based on the requirement, you have to write. But we're going to do multiple project and just go through the link. I'm multiple time I'm saying you go through the link. There already code is present. Once you go through that code, you will understand why we are changing the code. What is a variation in the code? Then you will understand. And this is one of the best project. You can add it in your resume. If you have not added, just add it that you have done spam and filtering project. So you can better answer it in that. Tell them like what kind of data set you have, what kind of operation you did, NLTK libraries, what. Is it clear to everyone?
Can you explain that